Since the beginning of the California Association of Realtors back in 1905, we have felt that realtor involvement in the election of good legislators is the key to the maintenance of private property rights and therefore our business. This year we have the best opportunity we've ever had to elect a great legislator who understands our perspective. This is why the directors of the California Association of Realtors voted to support John Seymour in his election to the United States Senate. Senator Seymour is a realtor. In fact, he's been a realtor all of his professional life and is a second-generation realtor in the Seymour family. He was the president of his board and the president of the California Association of Realtors. In his public life, he served as the mayor of Anaheim for 2 terms and as a state senator, and now he serves as one of only 100 U.S. senators. I'm sure you can see that having John in the U.S. Senate, where the other senators can turn to him for a clear and complete understanding on our real estate issues, provides us an opportunity to have a real housing advocate in Washington, D.C. He's a man you'll be proud to have sent back to Washington, D.C., and a man who will continue to represent California in a way that will get us back on the economic fast track as soon as possible. It's my pleasure to introduce to you now Realtor Senator John Seymour.
Hello, I'm United States Senator John Seymour, and I want to thank the National Association of Realtors and the California Association of Realtors and its president Chuck Lamb for this opportunity to speak with you. I feel very fortunate receiving the support of NAR and CAR, and also fortunate that they have selected my United States Senate race as what they call an opportunity race, which means they're going to give strong support. But I need your support. It really starts down at the grassroots level. Well, why should you support John Seymour? Best reason I can give you is because I'm one of you. You see, when I was growing up in the East as a young man, I had this dream that I wanted to make $1 million one day. And after graduating from high school and a 4-year hitch in the Marine Corps, I came to California to find that dream because I believed there was a lot of opportunity here. And I found it in real estate. I started my real estate brokerage business in 1964. I think I was 25, 26 years old. I started right in the middle of a recession. Probably didn't know any better at the time. And so I know what it's like to go through a recession. Not only did I go through that one, but I went through the one in 1979, 80, and 81 as well. I know what it's like to be counting on that commission check to close escrow, and then a hitch come up and you lose the whole deal. And I know from running a business standpoint what it's like to worry about how I was going to keep the doors open or how I was going to meet payroll next time around. I've been there. One of the problems we have in government today is too many haven't been there. So many haven't had a real job. In the United States Senate, out of 100 senators, we have 58 attorneys. In fact, I'm the only realtor. But because I'm a realtor, I can speak about the things that are important to us. Not just to us, but to America, to the people we serve. When I first got involved in public service, it really was, I don't know, it might sound a little corny to you, but it was out of the Realtors Pledge that you take when you become a member of the Board of Realtors. If you remember, there's a couple of phrases in there that have stuck with me throughout the years. One is to protect the right of private property ownership and to widen the opportunity to enjoy it. And number 2 is to serve well your community and through it your country. That's what keeps me going in public service. Because, you know, when I was a realtor and I was active in business, I didn't like much about government. I didn't like its wastefulness. I didn't like its uncaring, bureaucratic attitude. I didn't like its promises of programs that didn't seem to work. So I decided to get involved. In fact, I can remember when I was president of the California Association of Realtors, I had a slogan. The slogan was, get into politics or get out of business. And the reason we had that slogan is we thought it was important. Not that every realtor ought to run for office as I have chosen to do, but one way or another, you need to be involved. I can tell you from my involvement back in Washington, D.C., there are those interests that would take away mortgage interest deductibility in a second. They already passed the 1986 Tax Reform Act, and you know what that did to us. It just drove investment out of the real estate, took all the incentive out of it. We need to change those things. I think part of a good economic growth package to get us out of this recession is, one, a capital gains tax cut, two, repeal the 1986 Tax Reform Act, three, pass the legislation that I've co-sponsored, we call it the Super IRA bill, that'll permit money to be provided to first-time home buyers without any tax consequences, and a tax credit for first-time home buyers. Those are some of the ideas I think we could take and implement to stimulate this economy. You know, the reason that I need your support is that you can make a difference. You might think not. You might think one vote, a couple hours working in a campaign really isn't going to make a difference. But I can share with you out of history, there have been many, many political elections that have been won by a very narrow margin. One voice, one vote, it can make a big difference. And so I need your help. I need your help so that I can help stand for those principles and ideas that you and I believe in. If you believe that government takes too much out of your pocket and you get too little in return, then you ought to support me. If you believe that bureaucracy can be uncaring, sometimes be doggone offensive, and you want somebody to stand up for the little person, then you ought to support me. Because that's what I've been doing since I've been in public service. I've been a councilman, a mayor, a state senator, and now privileged to serve as in the United States Senate. And I've had the same attitude from the very beginning. Yes, there are a lot of other issues that are important to people. Education, the quality of education. I stand for choice in education, putting the parents in charge. Welfare reform. I support in reducing the benefits to welfare recipients and getting them back on into a productive capacity and back on the payroll, their own payroll. I support a strong defense. And I'm also very tough on criminals. I support the death penalty. But what's important to you and I, and what's important to your profession, is real estate, primarily home ownership, and what we can do to protect the rights of real estate and to widen that opportunity to enjoy it. And when you take a look at the United States Senate that is made up out of 100 people, of 58 lawyers, and some media people and a couple of sports stars and maybe some bankers and others, there's only one realtor. That's John Seymour. And so I need your support. I want your support. You and I can make a difference. You and I can restore the dream of California.
I'm happy to have this opportunity to enlist your help for John. In a few moments, a fellow realtor will be laying out to you some of the plans we've made for the opportunity race. The opportunity for all of us to elect John Seymour as our United States Senator. Now, I know that your time is very precious. You need to be spending time on things that make a difference in your business, put food on your table, and perhaps that you think by asking for your help in this year and at this time, we're asking a bit much. But I will tell you, for myself and all of the other realtors throughout the state who are very enthusiastic about this volunteer effort, we realize that we have a great opportunity to make a difference. We have the opportunity to elect a senator who will be good for housing. And what's good for housing is good for our business. We need your help. We need your vote. We need you to help us all be the difference in this effort. I thank you, and I look forward to your participation.